Hi guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. It's been a long time since I've done a shelf tour, I guess you could say. I think it was in 2019 when I showed my whole K-pop collection and my shelves that I did. I still have 2 shelves, but I've added a lot more items to these shelves than what I had in 2019. First off, don't mind the glare. I'm sorry, I'm using my ring light and things are shiny in this frame, so it's gonna be out through the whole video, so I hope you don't mind. Let's just get started. Just want to do a quick disclaimer real fast. I am in no way bragging about all the things I have. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. I still have the same 2 shelves that I've always had. And in my room that I'm currently in, there is another shelf that was built in the room. I guess I'll show that too because it has K-pop stuff on it too. So I'm going to show that as well. But first, we're going to start with my big one, which you're staring at now. This is the top of the big one. Nothing's really changed except for, well, first of all, this has been the frame for, wow, okay, let's get this out of the way. It's Germex, by the way. But wow, that was placed there to get out of my way. If you could look on top, I'm not really gonna go into detail. You could see what it is. I have some little standy dolls. If you want to know what something specifically is, let me know in the comments and I will gladly tell you where I got it from and what it is. But we just have some GOT7 BT21. I do want to point this out right here. This is my 2020 VAV picture Polaroid that I took with Lo from VAV, who is my bias. And then the framed there is just pictures of concerts. I'm still working on it. That's why only half of them are there. And then you can see a Chimmy BT21 and a Shooky BT21. But if I remove my frame, behind it, you see I have a Shooky cup, and then I have 2 BT21 fans. 1 Shooky and 1 Koya. How was that? Let's go on to the next one. So next we have the BTS shelf. Now I want to just say right now, out of the shelf, I have 3 alt groups, and all my alt groups have their own shelf. This is the BTS shelf. Now I just said that they get their own shelf, but as you can tell, Mark from NCT, I don't have any more shelf room anywhere to put him, but this is the BTS shelf. I have every version, I want to say, of BTS's Korean discography from Too Cool for School up until Water, which is both versions. I do collect all versions from the albums that they come out with, whether it be single, deluxe versions, full-length albums, whatever. I don't collect Japanese albums, but I do have 4 Japanese albums that I just couldn't resist buying. Let me move Mark real fast. And behind Mark is the rest of the albums. The Love Yourself series, The Wings, my Map of the Soul ones. Also on the shelf I have the fan right there. It's from Summer Package 2017. I don't have the summer package, but I do have the fan. And it has Jungkook's face on it. And then the bottom there, the heart thing, it's Yoongi's signature. Is it fake? Most likely. Do I care? No. Do I believe it's real? One can only dream, but I'm pretty content it's fake. And then I also have a Speak Yourself little mini flag of Yoongi. If you didn't already know, Yoongi's my old bias, so I have majority things are Yoongi if it's singular. Even my image pickets and my premium photos are Yoongi. So yeah, that's that shelf. Let's move on to the next shelf. The next shelf I have here is another alt group, which is GOT7. I collect everything, every subunit, every version. I try to. But if it has member version, which I'll get into for some albums, I only collect 3 members, which if you can already tell is from these little things right here. Mark, Youngjae, and JB. Youngjae being the bias. I do have a signed album as well there. It's because where I have all my other signed albums, that shelf actually kind of broke. I'm just going to remove things, and you can see behind what's behind. Yeah, so just really that. I'm not going to remove the Just Right USB Special Edition 2 because just behind it's just albums. You could see them. It's just the Winter Edition for the Mad album, I believe. But yeah, I have from JJ Project, which comes from the left side up until Youngjae's. You can barely see it. Let me move Mark. Youngjae's album, both versions. What I refer to how I collect all versions of GOT7, but for member versions, for Present You and for their last group one, which is The Last Piece. So for The Last Breath, I still keep it in its thing, so sorry for the glare. I only collect my 3 mains. I don't collect the whole group. I would not be able to fit it there, so I only collect Mark, Youngjae, and JB. And that goes for Present You, the Turbulence one, Let me just flex real quick. I like to flex sometimes. You know, I do have the Just Right special edition too. It's a USB. It's from the Just Right era, which got me into GOT7, Just Right. I want to get the Identify one, but I think I want Mark, but I'm most likely going to get Yoongi. But I have this. Let me know if you have one. Like, because, like, we could trade, like, pictures that's on here. But, yeah. Just want to flex real fast. That's that. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next shelf. The next shelf, and one of my proudest shelves, and honestly, to be honest, one of my favorite shelves, goes to my Pentagon shelf. They're an old group. Let's be honest here. They're probably my number one old group. This is a group that I collect every single thing, including Japanese albums. This is the only old group that I collect Japanese albums for. Every version of their Japanese albums, subunits, and every version of their Korean albums, and OT10 photo card collector. This shelf, very simple, less cluttered than the other two. I have, again, the signed album was supposed to be on another shelf. That shelf fell, so it's chilling out right there. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the pictures that I have. So now you see the albums more clearly and the Japanese albums more clearly. There is one that I want to point out real fast, which is this one here. It's the Universe Black Hole. That's a bottom one. I have it, but it's a signed one. So the signed one is not here. It is actually on my other wall. I'll insert a picture of my signed albums right now, I guess. That's where the bottom one is, and that's why it's not really complete, so to say, but it is complete because I have every Pentagon album from their Pentagon, which is what their first album was. First mini was called Pentagon, up until Love or Take, which you could see right here, that I am trying to finish. But Kino, man, Kino and the romantic versions are just so hard to get. But yeah, we also have subunits and all their Japanese. But yes, that's that. Let's go on to my other shelf. So the second to last shelf on this 5-shelf bookshelf is my multi-group shelf. I am a multi-stand. I collect more than just my old groups. On this shelf, I have ATs, Very, Yesung, D1s, Inflying, Card, and DKB, and my 217 ones that my friend gifted me. And I do have my signed VAV album. The rest of the VAV albums we'll get to later, but my signed ones stay there. But yeah, it's just that my multi. It's great. I love this shelf as well because it shows like some underdog groups that I collect. And then if we go just quickly, let me just adjust you real fast. I hope we don't go down further than that. This shelf is my extra album shelves plus magazine plus Blackpink and the rest of my VAV albums. I do have Blackpink. I do collect Blackpink. They're the only girl group that I collect. I do have NCT albums. I don't collect NCT albums. I used to collect Johnny and Jaehyun photo cards, but I decided to stop. But I do have those 2 albums, just to have them. I used to collect TXT as well, but I don't collect TXT anymore, but I do have those. That was this shelf. We're gonna go on to my other mini shelf, and then we're gonna finish it up with the shelf that was built in my room. So let's go to that. So this is part of my mini shelf. It's just 2 shelves. The bottom shelf of this one is all my light sticks that I have. I have some in front, some in back. I do have my Polaroid, just ignore that. But those are just my light sticks. I have both versions of Blackpink, all versions of BTS, both versions of GOT7 and Monsta X, as you could tell. And then of course my Pentagon one, and my very one that I got to use in their concert when they came to Dallas before they canceled. And then just on the top shelf, I'm not going to show it, I'll insert a picture maybe. On the top shelf is just my movies that I have, and next to them, they're kind of like movies or like concert videos. So like BTS's Musters from 3rd to 5th, I have those. And then GOT7's concert, Season's Greetings DVDs, Summer Package DVDs, Winter Package DVDs, whatnot. But yeah, and then now I'm gonna show you my last one. It just has Season's Greetings, Summer Packages, photo books, memberships, winter packages, mainly BTS. And that's really it. So that was it really for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.